So many people talk about the mysteries of the feminine and waking up the divine feminine in themselves. And then they talk about the masculine and waking up the divine masculine, more consciousness in themselves. And then they give some lip service to the sacred union. But how much are they doing it? How much are they doing it? That's my question. How much are they doing it? How much are they activating the actual wisdom in the feminine? How much are they activating the actual wisdom in the masculine? Now, this is not gender-based at all. This is like activating the wisdom in the ground of being, the feminine, life force, Shakti, activating that wisdom in self. And then activating that wisdom in the infinite all of nothingness. Consciousness itself, activating the wisdom. There are enormous wisdoms in there. And are we just going to write books about them? Are we just going to point to it? Or are we going to do it? Like, are we going to activate it in ourselves? Are we going to embody it in ourselves? Are we going to live from that place in self? This is an activation on all three of those things, the feminine, the masculine, and the sacred union, that I've never done publicly. It comes directly out of my 8th or 9th mystery school that I ran. Ran a full mystery school on the feminine, ran many programs on the sacred masculine, ran a full mystery school on the union of the two. And then I ran a final mystery school, this 8th or 9th mystery school, can't remember the number exactly, but I ran that mystery school on what I call the threefold path. And it was the fullness of the feminine mysteries that we could do in a 12-week journey, the fullness of the masculine mysteries. And then what is it? What is it that you are then able to tap into when you have enough of the wisdom of the feminine open and enough of the wisdom of the masculine open? And then what is it? What is it that you get to wield? What is this power that sits in the third energy that you get to then open to, awaken to, become conscious to, and wield it through you? Right? Embody it, express it, wield it through you. And how do you work with that in your life? How do you move mountains with that? Because that is the energy that moves mountains. So this is an activation. It came straight out of this mystery school. We've kind of shifted things around to make this mystery school open. So if you're seeing this video, it's open now. Probably won't be open for a very long time, but it is. If that sings to you, you can check out the details below. Sorry, my face is making these like really strange things because I just want to stop talking and I want to like get you into this activation. I encourage you to take full advantage of this, from studying this over the last 2 decades, holding mystery schools in this territory for a full decade. I haven't seen anything out there that's public like this. So give yourself the space to go through this next 23, 24 minutes fully, deeply, wildly, from a place that you could really go for it. Like if you were going to activate the most sacred energy in yourself, if you were about to have your biggest spiritual initiation, how would you treat this? For real. How would you treat this? Probably wouldn't be driving the car, right? Probably wouldn't be like walking the dog, changing the baby diapers. Probably wouldn't be, right? You could try it that way. Go for it. But please, if this is a path that you think might sing to you, the sacred union, the masculine and the feminine mysteries, and what is it? What's there? The tantric path, things like that sing to you. Go for it. Like, take advantage of this, because I don't know how long this video will stay up. If we close this program, we will probably take this down. So this is just an opportunity to, like, while this is here, while you see this, to complete the video in its entirety. And if you want to go further into the mystery school where there's 20 workshops, 20 lectures, I mean, this is 20 minutes. Each workshop is an hour long, right? If you want to go further and you're seeing that that's available, it's now. It's kind of now or never, you know, because I have no idea. How long this will stay up for. All right. I send you huge, huge love for this journey. Let's take a journey into the mysteries of the threefold path. I am much more interested in activating something and you gifting you with something, giving you an experience of something, than I am about talking about this program. So for me, this is a short and sharp, teeny tiny little initiation into this path. The aim of it is, one, just a gift, right? One, to just love freely, openly, and give, you know? 2 is so you know if this is a path for you. Threefold path is a path for some. Not all, but some. And by the end of this video, you'll know if opening up to the masculine mysteries within, the feminine mysteries within, and the sacred union mysteries, that's the threefold, right? And the sacred union mysteries within is something that calls to you. All right, so let's feel into first why. First, why, before we get into these activations of the three. Why? And what happens when we activate all three? One is the veils fall away. The veils start to fall away. The way that we experience life changes. The amount of aliveness we see, feel, sense, and live from changes drastically. The way that we operate in the world changes. The way that I work in the world, not work, just career work, but the way that I operate, move through, dance with the entire world, the entire force of creation itself completely changes. Completely changes. My capacity to dance with something greater than just myself increases 100-fold, maybe 1,000-fold. My capacity to tap into what we could call like divine mind, universal mind, something so far beyond myself, the plugging into the web of life, plugging into universal mind, plugging into creation and inspiration in a different way, drastically improves. My own inner flame, right? Your own inner flame on this path, your inner flame will be stoked and enlivened and increased. So like that sacred flame that burns within you gets brighter and louder and truer and bigger. It's also something that as that flame within you gets brighter and louder and truer and bigger, it burns away that which has been blocking you, that which has been placed upon you, like roles or expectations that have been placed upon you, or collective belief systems, paradigms. It burns away. That inner sacred flame, that it's like true self flame gets so bright, and it burns away the false, burns away false self, false belief systems, burns away old karma, burns away old karma. And when we burn away old karma, we automatically they have this inverse relationship, karma and dharma, right? They are intimately connected. If we burn away old karma, we immediately open up to more dharma. Now, dharma is what it is that you are here to do on the highest level in this life. It's far beyond what we feel is our purpose, It's what it is that is so fulfilling to you, what it is that lights you up, this path, the threefold path, it illumines that, it illuminates that, it enlivens that, it makes that so bright, so big, so loud that it cannot be ignored, it cannot be avoided. You can't not attract it into your life. You can't not, because it burns the false veils, burns the blocks, burns the things that have been holding you back from it. And it moves you into a vibrational state where you are vibrating with your greatest potentials, thus vibrating because we've opened up the connection to something greater, right? To creation energy, to something far greater than self, universal mind, divine mind. And so that those potentials, they start to vibrate in you, and it starts to call to that which you need, to come into full expression, to come into this like you get your wings of your potential. That is legitimately one of the workshops that you'll do, is you get your wings, and your wings represent your greatest potentials in this life, not little self great potentials, not great potentials your family told you or what, society is telling you are your great potentials. These are your soul blueprint potentials, That's the threefold path. That's this mystery school. That's these exact mysteries of opening up to the feminine mysteries in the greatest amount of fullness that you can. Now, this is not gender-based. Opening up to the feminine mysteries, what is that? It's aliveness, it's life force, it's Shakti. It's Shakti. It's the embodied wisdom, the embodied sacred energy, right? It's the sacred energy in form. And form has nothing to do with gender. So it's opening up to that. That's path one. And we'll do a little something on that in a minute, a little more. I mean, this whole conversation is an activation. Let this touch you, let this move you, let this stir you, let this piss you off, let this do whatever it does, right? So that's one, is the feminine coming alive. Again, not at all gender-based. It's these mysteries. They come to life, and they don't just come to life in a way where you cognize them. They come to life in a way that they live in you. For example, the feminine mystery of conception to birth. That is the feminine mystery. That's actually one of the workshops. Incredibly potent and powerful for releasing old karma. Also incredibly potent and powerful for switching on your creative capacities, your capacity to create, to manifest in this world. Conception to birth, lead to gold, bringing something into the physical, right? Incredibly powerful. That's just one of the mysteries that come alive. It comes alive in you. It's a living, breathing mystery energy that is always then operating. All right, the other one, next one I should say, not the other one, there's three. The next one is the sacred masculine, the masculine mysteries, what's held in the masculine mysteries. So what's held in the masculine mysteries, again, going far beyond gender, not at all gender-based, but what's held in the masculine mysteries is this capacity to open up your consciousness, in a way that expands everything in your life. So any kind of limitations where you felt stuck, limited in this job or limited in this relationship or limited in the amount of money you can make, it expands far beyond what you were able to bring your consciousness to in the past. Now, not only does it expand your consciousness further than your consciousness is at, no matter where you're at, whether this is just beginning, and this is for all of these activations, all of these 20 workshops, isn't that wild? 20 workshops, 20 lectures. This is one heck of a journey. So no matter where you're coming from or how long you've done it, these alchemical sacred energies, they are wisdom energies inside of us. They come and they meet you exactly where you're at. So if you've been doing this for 30, 40, 50 years, they meet you exactly where you are and they take you to the next place. If you've been doing this for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just now, they meet you exactly where you are. Exactly where you are. That's sacred technology. This is the energy the alchemists worked with. This is the energy of Shakti. This is the energy of Shiva. This is the energy that is dripping. It's dripping with life force. It's dripping with creation energy. It has a wisdom in it. And now this energy, it's not just an energy that works outside of you, because this whole journey, every workshop holds, it's dripping with this energy. But it's not just outside of you in this sacred cauldron of these mystery school sessions, in these 20 workshops, these 20 lectures, in this container that you step into. It's not just outside of you. It's that energy that is outside of you. It awakens that energy inside of you. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. It's in you. It's in you. Even if this is the first time you've ever heard anything about this, right? It is on a much deeper level. It is on a deeper level beyond the mind, beyond logic, ration, reason. But it starts to awaken. It starts to awake this wisdom. It is a wisdom in your cells. But how dormant is it? How developed is it? How alive is it? How awake is it? How conscious are you of it, right? How full is it? How many of the blocks have been removed so that you have this full freedom of really opening up to the feminine mysteries, right? Really opening up to life force, really opening up to that aliveness, really opening up to the whole web of life. And then let's continue on with the masculine mysteries, really opening up to this expanded consciousness. Now, it's not just expanded consciousness, expanding you beyond the blocks, expanding you beyond where you've been before, how much money you've made, how great your relationship has been before, but it's also this capacity, this capacity. Here, you ready for it? This capacity to create a space, a safe space for the fullness of form to rise. Get that? Create a safe space, a container. Most of us have not been taught how to work with consciousness to create a container that is held enough, that is safe enough, that is potent enough, that is filled with enough consciousness for life force, Shakti, the feminine, to create in. So we have a very hard time creating in the world. Creating the relationship we want in the world, creating the home we want in the world, creating the life that our soul longs to crave in the world, right? We have a very hard time because one or two of those are not really fully functioning. We're not wielding them. We're not wielding them to our fullest capacity. And that's exactly what the threefold path does. It opens our capacity to wield them. And now here's the interesting part. The more that you have this healthy, whole, healed, awake, alive, masculine, sacred, masculine energy moving through you, the more the sacred feminine can move through you. And vice versa. The more you have the fullness of the sacred feminine, the more the masculine gets called down, the more the masculine gets called in. And it becomes, ready? We're going to move into the third one, right? Now I want to just say this before we move into the third pathway is that both of these, I have barely scratched the surface, right? We are talking here for like 15, 20, where are we at? We're going to talk here for maybe 20 minutes, right? That's 20 hours of workshops. Never mind the lectures that include even more. So just feel into that this is 20 minutes, that's 20 hours plus 20 lectures on top of that. I don't even know how many hours this full program is. So I want you to just know this is just us tiny dipping a toe in. Tiny dipping a toe, right? The amount of feminine mysteries, and go look below, read below some. We can't write all of them. Some of them though. And then some of the masculine mysteries that we've pulled out beyond what I've spoken, beyond this tiny little dipping a toe into what I've just spoken here. But let's move into the third energy. So the third energy, most will never even get to this point. We talk a lot of polarity, we talk feminine, we talk masculine. There's a lot of beautiful work out there in the world around this. It's stunning, it's gorgeous, it's fabulous. But how much work have we done when we bring them into union? How much work have we done? How much work have we done? One, to open up to more and more of the mysteries outside of just, feminine pleasure and masculine direction, masculine leadership, masculine direction, feminine pleasure, feminine aliveness. I mean, how far have we gone? That's just a really good question. How far are you called to go? Because that's foreplay. Both of that's not even foreplay. You haven't even started the foreplay when you dip into that stuff with the masculine mysteries and the feminine mysteries. Barely, not even touching what's in these energies. So then we move into when we've really opened up to the feminine, which is path 1 in this mystery school sessions. And then you really open up to the masculine, path 2 in this mystery school. I mean, that alone, opening up to one of them will change your whole life. Opening up to one of the mysteries and one of them to a very deep degree will change your whole life. Never mind opening up to both of them and the third path. So the third path, we open up to the third path. We open up to the third path. Oh my gosh, if you were to just feel this in your system for a moment. If you were to just feel this in your system for a moment. Here's a tiny little practice that we'll do. Feel into your lower wisdom center. Now, whether or not you have a womb, or you were born with a womb, not born with a womb, if you're in a man body, a woman body, you're in a both body, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Going to where you have an energetic womb in your body. This is a couple inches below the belly button. Just try this. Just try this. Just try this. I have seen men who have never had a womb in their lives tap in to this territory and do some profound things that they have gone further than women have who have a womb. Currently have one in their bodies. So please don't let this, this is an energetic womb. This is universal womb that we're tapping into. Universal cosmic womb that we're tapping into. And I just want to give you a little entry point, a little teeny tiny entry point into this third energy that again, most people will never touch. Most people will never touch this. And that's okay. That's their path. I honor that. But is that your path? Or is your path to know this mystery? Is your path to open the sacred portal? Let's try it. Let's see. All right, a couple inches below your belly button. That energetic cosmic womb. Just feel that. Be with that for a moment. Just sit there. Be there. It's almost as if when you tap into that space, you almost sort of like see like the whole of Earth held there. You start to really feel cosmic womb. You start to feel universal womb. It's something far, 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 far beyond you. Far, 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 far beyond you. Far, 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 far beyond you. Okay. Now, just to play around, this might be incredibly potent for you. Incredibly potent for you. There might be things just coming alive. Your whole body starts dancing. You start to visualize certain things. You start to feel certain things. You're like, oh my gosh, there's an energy bubbling up here. Just trust the experience. This is about waking up the energy and the wisdom that's within you. This is about taking it out of dormant through a developing stage into a divine expression of this, into a divine expression of what's held in the sacred union, the mysteries held in the sacred union, which is ultimately connected to your highest potential unfolding in this lifetime. So that cosmic womb, now feeling, staying there, letting that cosmic womb just come alive. It's like it starts to like pulse with the rhythm of life. There's a rhythm of life, the pulse of life. And this cosmic womb in you pulses the rhythm of life. You really feel it's connected to the web of life. There's this web of life, this interconnectedness, the very ground of being, the pulse of life, the web of life. And you let it come alive. Now, feeling into this grace force from above, and it comes down in a white, straight, direct force from above. A white, straight, direct force, light, energy, grace from above. This is the divine masculine. It is the divine masculine descending right down through your crown, right down through your central column, right down into this cosmic womb. Right down into this cosmic womb. It's like your cosmic womb was just pierced. It was just pierced by the gift of consciousness, by the gift of the divine masculine consciousness itself, which is a force of love and light and grace. And it pierces that cosmic womb in you. And just breathe there for a minute. Now, there's one more piece One more piece, one more sacred energy to weave into this. Some of you know exactly where we're going. If we just call down the divine masculine from the heights, we just call down. It's like we called Shiva down, 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 down into life, down, 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 down into life, down, 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 down into life. Now we are going to call up the depths of ancient primordial feminine wisdom. We're going to go for it. Like, let's not just call in like soft and fluffy surface level feminine. Let's go for the depths of the ancient primordial feminine and the hidden mysteries of the ancient primordial feminine. So go. Take your consciousness now, take your attention deep, 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 deep down into the earth. Deep, 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 deep. What you're looking for and feeling for is ancient primordial feminine. She often comes in the form of a serpent. Ancient primordial feminine, deep, 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 deep. These are the feminine mysteries. This is ancient primordial feminine mysteries. These are sacred codes that are deeply held. Now we're going to invite her to rise. Right? So if we invited him to descend, we invite her to rise, 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 rising out of her lair, rising out, rising out, rising out, bringing these feminine mysteries with her, bringing this energy with her, bringing this wisdom, these feminine mysteries with her. And she brings them up through your base, into the cosmic womb, into the cosmic womb, into the cosmic womb, into the cosmic womb. And then she pierces the cosmic womb. Maybe it's in her serpent form, maybe it's just a raw energy for you, but she pierces that cosmic womb. So you have the divine masculine descending, piercing the cosmic womb, the divine feminine rising, and they both pierce the cosmic womb. And then see what wants to happen in your body. Now it's a letting go. So now it's a letting your breath be free, your movement be free, sound if that feels right for you. Let it happen in your body. This is the embodiment of it. That's this path. It is embodied. It is not outside of you. It is not happening just in your mind. It is not happening just in some sort of a vision. This is the embodiment of it. This is the activation in your body, which thus moves through the whole of your life, activating your actual potentials and bringing them into reality. Bringing them into being made manifest in the physical. It is not about daydreaming. It is not about it outside of you. It is inside of you. It is inside of you. This wisdom wakes up in you. This potential wakes up in you. All of this wakes up in you, and it ripples through your entire being and out into your entire life. Every single area of your life gets gifted with these sacred powers, this wisdom, and your potentials open. If this path sings to you, I will see you there for those 20 workshops and those 20 lectures.